Looks like it's safe to say the hype for Project Slayers 2 has definitely died down. Last time we saw any sneaks for Project Slayers 2 was almost 5 months ago, and since then it's been radio silence. Now, I'm not gonna lie, people still want to play Project Slayers, because if you go to the Project Slayers game page on Roblox, it actively has 2.3 thousand concurrent players. For a game that hasn't updated in over a year, I'm not gonna lie, that is very impressive. So as you can see, there will always be a core niche or core player base for Project Slayers. And the amount of people waiting for Project Slayers 2, well, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty large. The game does have a lot of hype surrounding it, but the developers are radio silent when it comes to some news, which is why it's really interesting that we finally got an updated showcase of some Project Slayers 2 gameplay, and I decided to react to this footage with you guys on stream. Let's actually check that out right now. So Project Slayers 2 UOP brought out a new video on Obi manipulation. He did this yesterday night, if I'm not mistaken, and he turned off the comments. So, not gonna lie, that might be a sign. Let's actually watch this together. How about that? And then as we're watching, you guys give me your honest opinions on what you think of the Project Slayers 2 showcase. Don't be stupidly toxic, but you feel what I'm saying? Y'all haven't even seen anything yet. So off rip, we get to see the new UI. Obviously, you might not be able to see that because of the YouTube pause button, but that looks pretty cool. The bottom left. The UI looks a bit small. It looks really small. The sound effects sound a little bit outdated. Ain't this the same sound effects from Project Slayers 1? Looks worse than the original one? It's crazy. I think visually it looks similar, but it looks better. You know what I mean? Grand Kaisen flashbacks is crazy. I can understand why you say that though. In terms of the combat, I am a little bit upset that the combat hasn't improved. Like, this is the second installment of the game and the combat's the exact same. The exact same. There's no changes, no updates. They haven't tried to make it more engaging. It's the same 5 M1 up tilt joint. The exact same. This looks so slow. It's the exact. I think it's the same pace as Project Slayers 1, to be honest. I think it's the exact. The combat looks exactly the same as Project Slayers 1. Look at his other game, Dimension X. I've seen that one. I'm not gonna lie, Dimension X is not too intriguing to me. I think you guys are being overly toxic. Tell me what you think is trash, like actually. The combat. Apparently Dimension X isn't a battle arena. Apparently it's an RPG. That's what they said at least. The sound effect. No, the sound effects does sound like outdated. It sounds old. Like, especially when they're punching the M1s. I don't know, like it sounds weird. I thought it was only me with the sound effects. The sound effects don't sound that good. Is Project Slayers 1 had the same sound effects, no? So I think they just retook the Project Slayers sound effects and put it in Project Slayers 2. Could make better SFX of ASMR is crazy. Yeah, I think they're reusing the same sound effects. Basis, the sound effects sound old and outdated. I know you want to try not to give criticism to the game, but if you want to be honest, it's better to be honest than to lie. You know what I'm saying? Same block as Project Slayers? Exactly. They haven't updated or changed any of the combat mechanics or features, which is upsetting. Like, you're making your second installment of the Project Slayers franchise, and it's almost exactly the same as the first one. That is a little bit upsetting. The exact same combat mechanics, the same blocking features, the same M1s, the same, even like the numbers when they're hitting. The numbers are exactly the same. Is the UI worse? I think the UI is better. I like the new UI. I like the UI. I just don't like the fact that they haven't changed anything about the game. It's like they made the same game and then named it Project Slayers 2. And I honestly think that might come across a little bit lazy, in my opinion. And then obviously they have the other game, Dimension X Summoning. Not too sure what that. I've watched it, but I want you guys to watch it. And then Dimension X is the other game Uop's working on. I think the reason why Project Slayers 2 looks a little bit like lazy is because he's working on 2 games at once, right? And when a developer's working on 2 games at once, first of all, how's he meant to update the second game along with Project Slayers? That's too much work. This is Uop's second game. So Project Slayers 2, I don't know how it's not gonna get in the way with Dimension X. And this is his second game. Now, apparently this game's actually an RPG and it's not a Battlegrounds game. Let's not act like dev teams don't exist. This is Roblox, bro. So it's Genshin Impact? OMG, I didn't even peep it like that. This is Genshin Impact. But again, this is what I mean about like Uop being lazy. Look, it's the exact same number effects from Project Slayers and Project Slayers 2. Like, the exact same, and the games look very similar. So I don't know if maybe they're using the same backend. Like, it just it's off-putting to see that. The sound effects do sound better in this game though. Hit marker is exactly the same. I gotta wait for him to M1 again. Am I the one playing? Bro, you've seen me pause the video 10 times, bro. He could just spam. This is like a test server, bro. He's just showcasing it. Yeah, the exact same UI as Project Slayers and Project Slayers 2. Not the exact same, but very similar. This isn't One Piece. Look, that's Finn from Adventure Time and whatever the heck that is. Or whoever the heck that is. Okay, so if we move this video to the side and this is the next video. So this is the same game, Dimension X. So let's actually analyze what we're looking at here. There's going to be characters from a bunch of different shows. Seas of Dimension, which is probably One Piece. Hunter's Dimension, which is probably Hunter x Hunter. I can't see that because the UI is too small, and I can't see that because the UI is too small. Wait, is that Superman? All my life I saw Superman. That is Superman. That is Jake. That is Naruto. And I can't piece together these guys. I think that's Enel. But let's see. That's not a lot of characters. But obviously this is still in dev, so it's probably gonna have more by the time it releases. Literally Genshin Impact. So you get the characters and then you have them unlocked. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna balance two games. I really don't know how they're gonna balance two games. And for those of you saying dev teams exist, Dimension X and Project Slayers 2 almost have the exact same UI, sound effects, literally just reusing the same assets from one game and pushing it to the other. So he got the money to hire more devs, but will he hire more devs? What if one game is successful and the other isn't? Because Project Slayers 2 will be successful, regardless of how we feel about the sound effects, and it's literally just Project Slayers 1 reskinned. Project Slayers 2 will be a successful game, 100%. But Dimension X, there's no guarantee this game will do well. There's no guarantee. Honestly, both look lazy. I don't think this is lazy. You can see he's putting the work in this. What do you think about the Berberis Jailene? Bro, it looks beautiful. Even if it's not Berberis, GLEs are beautiful. GLE 63. I think the 53 looks a little bit scuffed, but Beyond Nen better than this? We haven't really even seen Beyond Nen. I'm saying you asking for PvP, but you ain't touching the game. And if you do touch PvP, you're gonna be shit at anyways. Who's he talking to? Y'all PvP demons, but suck at every game you play. Damn. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, your point didn't make too much sense. Remember Golden Peace Adventure? Not really. The name sounds super familiar though. I don't know. Looking forward to Project Slayers 2, I guess. But Project Slayers 2 seems a little bit like... it's not all the way there, bro. That's all I can say. Dimension X may not do well. It may do well. We'll see.